What if your body is trying to tell you something? Something powerful, something only a select few can understand. If you've been feeling unexplained shifts in your energy, or some strange sensations in your body, or even symptoms you can't explain, this might be more than just a coincidence. These are the signs that mark you as one of the chosen ones. In this video, we're diving deep into 5 unique bodily symptoms that only the most powerful chosen ones experience. But the real question is, are you one of them? Watch this video very carefully to find out. Number 1. Unexplained temperature regulation. Have you ever found yourself perfectly comfortable in environments where others are either sweating or shivering? This seemingly mundane ability might actually be a sign of something far more profound. Unexplained temperature regulation is a fascinating phenomenon that many chosen ones experience. It's as if your body has its own internal thermostat, one that operates independently of the external environment. You might find yourself feeling pleasantly cool on a sweltering summer day, or comfortably warm in the midst of winter, all without any logical explanation. But what's really going on here? To understand this, we need to delve into the concept of energy vibrations. Everything in the universe, including your body, is made up of energy vibrating at different frequencies. Chosen ones often vibrate at a higher frequency than the average person, which can manifest in various ways, including this peculiar ability to regulate body temperature. Think of it like this: your heightened vibrational state allows you to harmonize more easily with your surroundings. Instead of being at the mercy of external temperatures, you're able to maintain a state of balance, regardless of what's happening around you. It's as if you're dancing to a different rhythm, one that's more in tune with the universe itself. This ability isn't just about physical comfort, though. It often goes hand in hand with emotional and spiritual balance. You might notice that you're able to keep your cool, pun intended, in stressful situations, or maintain your inner warmth, even in emotionally cold environments. This temperature regulation is a reflection of your inner stability, a sign that you're grounded in your own energy regardless of external circumstances. But here's where it gets really interesting. This ability can also be a sign of energy manipulation. Some chosen ones find they can consciously control their body temperature, using it as a tool for healing or meditation. By raising or lowering their temperature at will, they can influence their energy flow and even affect the energy of those around them. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. If you've noticed this ability in yourself, it's important to use it wisely. Pay attention to how it manifests in your life. Does it happen spontaneously, or can you control it? How does it affect your interactions with others? Understanding and harnessing this power can be a crucial step in your spiritual journey. 2. Sensitive fingertips and toes. Now, let's turn our attention to a sign that's quite literally at your fingertips. Have you ever noticed an unusual sensitivity in your fingers and toes? We're not talking about ordinary touch here, but a heightened awareness that goes beyond the physical realm. For many chosen ones, the fingertips and toes become extraordinarily receptive, almost like miniature antennas tuned into the subtle energies around them. You might find yourself able to sense the energy of objects just by touching them, or pick up on the emotions of others through a simple handshake. It's as if your extremities have become gateways to a whole new level of perception. This sensitivity is deeply rooted in the concept of energy perception. Your fingertips and toes are rich in nerve endings, making them naturally sensitive. But for chosen ones, this sensitivity is amplified to an almost supernatural degree. It's as if the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds becomes thinner at these points, allowing you to perceive things that others might miss. But it doesn't stop there. This heightened sensitivity often extends to emotional tuning as well. You might find yourself instinctively understanding the emotional state of those around you, picking up on subtle cues that others overlook. It's like having an emotional radar, constantly scanning your environment for unspoken feelings and hidden truths. Now, you might be wondering how this sensitivity manifests in daily life. Well, it can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, it gives you an incredible ability to connect with others on a deep level. You can offer comfort and understanding in ways that seem almost magical to those around you. Your touch might even have a healing quality, soothing both physical and emotional pain. On the other hand, this sensitivity can sometimes feel overwhelming. You might find yourself absorbing the emotions of others like a sponge, feeling drained after spending time in crowded places. Ordinary activities like shaking hands or touching objects in public spaces might become intense experiences, filled with information and sensations that others don't perceive. Learning to manage this sensitivity is crucial for chosen ones. It's about finding a balance between being open to these perceptions and protecting your own energy. You might need to develop techniques for grounding yourself, or learn to create energetic boundaries that allow you to control what you let in. But here's the truly fascinating part. As you learn to harness this sensitivity, it can become an incredible tool for spiritual growth and service to others. You might discover an aptitude for energy healing, or find that you have a knack for reading the energy of spaces and objects. Some chosen ones even develop the ability to perceive auras, or see energy fields with their fingertips. So if you've noticed this unusual sensitivity in your fingertips and toes, take a moment to reflect on how it manifests in your life. How can you use this gift in service of your higher purpose? How can you nurture and develop this sensitivity while still taking care of your own energy? The answers to these questions could be key to unlocking your full potential as a chosen one. 3. Sudden stiffness in the spine. Let's move on to a sign that might catch you by surprise. Sudden stiffness in the spine. Now, you might be thinking, isn't that just a sign of sitting at a desk too long? But for chosen ones, this experience often goes beyond mere physical discomfort. It's a phenomenon that carries deep spiritual significance. Picture this. You're going about your day when suddenly, without warning, your spine stiffens. It's not painful per se, but it's noticeable, and often accompanied by a strange sense of alertness or energy. This is no ordinary muscle tension. Instead, it's as if your spine is suddenly standing at attention, responding to some unseen signal. What's really happening here? To understand this, we need to delve into the concept of spiritual alignment. In many spiritual traditions, the spine is seen as a channel for energy, often referred to as chi, prana, or kundalini. This energy flows up and down the spine, connecting the various energy centers or chakras in your body. When you experience sudden spinal stiffness, it could be a sign that this energy is realigning or intensifying. It's as if your spiritual antenna is adjusting itself, tuning into higher frequencies, or preparing to receive important spiritual information. Some chosen ones report that these moments of spinal stiffness often precede significant spiritual insights or experiences. But there's more to it than just receiving energy. This spinal stiffness can also be a form of energetic protection. In moments of spiritual vulnerability, or when you're in the presence of lower vibrations, your energy body might instinctively stiffen up to create a protective barrier. It's like your spiritual immune system kicking into high gear. Now, you might be wondering how to manage these moments of sudden stiffness, especially if they occur in convenient times. The key is to work with the energy, not against it. Instead of trying to force your spine to relax, take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself. Pay attention to what you're feeling, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. For many chosen ones, these moments of spinal stiffness can be integrated into their spiritual practices. Some find that it's easier to meditate or channel energy when their spine is in this alert state. Others use it as a cue to check in with their spiritual guides or to pay extra attention to their surroundings. There are also techniques you can use to ease the physical sensation of stiffness while still honoring its spiritual significance. Gentle stretching, especially movements that involve twisting or flexing the spine, can help. Practices like yoga or tai chi, which focus on the flow of energy through the body, can be particularly beneficial. Remember, though, that this spinal stiffness isn't about forcing your body into rigid postures. It's about finding a balance between alertness and relaxation, between receptivity and protection. Listen to your body and your intuition. If the stiffness persists or causes discomfort, it's always wise to consult with a healthcare professional to rule out any physical issues. As with all signs of being a chosen one, this spinal stiffness is ultimately a tool for your spiritual growth. It's a physical reminder of your connection to higher energies, a prompt to stay aware and aligned with your spiritual purpose. By learning to work with this energy, you can deepen your spiritual practice and enhance your ability to serve as a channel for higher wisdom. So, the next time you feel that sudden stiffness in your spine, don't brush it off. Take a moment to tune in, to feel the energy moving through you. You might just find that it's the beginning of a profound spiritual experience. 4. Unpredictable appetite swings. Now, let's talk about something that might seem completely unrelated to spirituality at first glance, your appetite. Have you ever experienced sudden, inexplicable changes in your eating habits? One day you're ravenous, the next you have no appetite at all. For chosen ones, these unpredictable appetite swings can be more than just a dietary quirk. They can be a sign of deep energetic shifts. First, let's consider what's really happening when you experience these appetite changes. On a physical level, your appetite is regulated by a complex interplay of hormones, brain chemicals, and bodily needs. But for chosen ones, there's often an additional factor at play: energy work. When you're engaged in intense spiritual practices or experiencing significant energetic shifts, your body's needs can change dramatically. You might find yourself craving foods you've never been interested in before, or feeling completely satisfied with much less food than usual. It's as if your body is adjusting its fuel requirements to match your changing energy levels. But it goes deeper than that. Many chosen ones report that their appetite swings seem to correlate with specific spiritual experiences. You might find that your appetite disappears entirely during periods of deep meditation or spiritual insight, or you might experience sudden hunger pangs when you're about to encounter an important spiritual lesson or challenge. These appetite changes can be seen as a form of communication from your higher self or your spiritual guides. They're a physical manifestation of your changing energetic needs, a way for your body to support your spiritual growth. In a sense, you're not just feeding your physical body, you're nourishing your energy body as well. Of course, these unpredictable appetite swings can be challenging to manage in daily life. You might find yourself suddenly ravenous in the middle of an important meeting, or completely disinterested in food when you're supposed to be having a family dinner. So how can you navigate these changes in a healthy way? The key is to listen to your body, while also maintaining a balanced approach to nutrition. When you experience a surge in appetite, choose foods that are nourishing and grounding. Whole grains, root vegetables, and proteins can help support your body during times of intense energy work. On the other hand, when your appetite wanes, focus on light, easily digestible foods that won't tax your system. It's also important to stay hydrated, especially during periods of low appetite. Water plays a crucial role in energy conduction in the body, and staying well hydrated can help smooth out some of the energetic fluctuations you might be experiencing. Remember, though, that while these appetite swings can be a sign of spiritual growth, they shouldn't come at the cost of your physical health. If you find that your eating habits are becoming truly erratic or causing concern, it's always wise to consult with a healthcare professional. For many chosen ones, learning to work with these appetite changes becomes an important part of their spiritual practice. You might start to notice patterns. Certain types of spiritual work might increase your appetite, while others decrease it. By paying attention to these patterns, you can gain insights into your own energetic processes and needs. Some chosen ones even find that they can use their appetite as a kind of spiritual barometer. A sudden increase in hunger might signal that you're about to encounter a situation that requires a lot of energy. A decrease in appetite might indicate that you're entering a period of spiritual fasting or purification. Ultimately, these unpredictable appetite swings are a reminder of the deep connection between your physical body and your spiritual self. They're a call to pay attention, to nourish yourself on all levels: physical, emotional, and spiritual. By honoring these changes and working with them mindfully, You can support your journey as a chosen one and ensure that you have the energy you need to fulfill your higher purpose. 5. Ear pressure or ringing in silence. Let's turn our attention to a phenomenon that many chosen ones experience, yet often struggle to describe: the sensation of ear pressure or ringing, especially in moments of silence. You might be sitting quietly, perhaps meditating or just relaxing, when suddenly you become aware of a pressure in your ears or a high-pitched ringing that seems to come from nowhere. This experience, often referred to as spiritual ear ringing or downloads, is more than just a quirk of your auditory system. For many chosen ones, it's a sign that you're receiving high-frequency information or energy from the spiritual realm. Think of it this way: just as your radio needs to be tuned to the right frequency to pick up a particular station, your energy body sometimes needs to adjust its frequency to receive spiritual information. The pressure or ringing you feel in your ears is often a sign of this attunement process taking place. But what exactly are you receiving during these moments? Well, that can vary widely. Some chosen ones report receiving intuitive insights or flashes of inspiration during these episodes. Others describe it as a kind of energetic cleansing, as if the high-frequency vibrations are clearing out old, stagnant energy from their system. For some, these ear sensations are accompanied by other experiences. You might see flashes of light, feel a tingling sensation in your body, or suddenly understand complex spiritual concepts that had previously eluded you. It's as if a doorway to higher consciousness has been momentarily opened, allowing you to perceive beyond your usual limits. Now, experiencing these sensations can be both exciting and disorienting. You might find yourself wondering if you're imagining things, or if there's something wrong with your ears. It's important to remember that while these experiences are common among chosen ones, they shouldn't cause pain or severe discomfort. If you're concerned, it's always wise to get checked out by a healthcare professional to rule out any physical causes. Assuming you're dealing with a spiritual phenomenon, how can you work with these experiences? The key is to stay grounded and centered. When you notice the ear pressure or ringing, take a deep breath and allow yourself to relax into the sensation. Instead of trying to figure out what's happening or force a particular outcome, simply observe. What does the sensation feel like? Does it change or fluctuate? Are you receiving any impressions or ideas as it occurs? Many chosen ones find it helpful to keep a journal of these experiences. By noting when they occur and what you perceive during them, you might start to notice patterns or insights that aren't immediately apparent. It's also important to practice good energetic hygiene when working with these high-frequency energies. After an episode of ear ringing or pressure, take a moment to ground yourself. You might visualize roots growing from your feet into the earth, or simply take a few minutes to focus on your physical body and your immediate surroundings. So, I invite you to share your own experiences. Have you encountered any of these signs? Or perhaps you've experienced other unusual phenomena that you believe might be related to your spiritual journey. Your story could be the key that unlocks understanding for someone else on this path. And if you found value in this exploration, why not continue the journey with us? Hit that subscribe button to ensure you don't miss out on future videos diving deep into the mysteries of spirituality and personal growth. We'll be exploring a wide range of topics, from advanced spiritual practices to practical tips for integrating your spiritual insights into everyday life. Make sure to watch these videos as well.